Hey friends, I'm here today to show you how I finished Home for Christmas ornament. So I have some ribbon here that I just buy ribbon that I like when I see it on sale or something. Most of the time I get it at Joann. Sometimes I get some at Hobby Lobby. Just wherever I'm at, I always look. So I have it on hand. I love that one that says Merry Christmas. So cute and perfect for this design. So here's my Home for Christmas all stitched up. I did not do the stitching though. And then I used some of my Dashing Through the Snow fabric. It has little stars on it and the color matched really well. And you probably heard the good news. I'm getting back into designing fabric. So excited. So excited. All right, so first thing I do is I cut my sticky board. No, I don't. First thing I do is I measure my piece, leaving, it depends on how you want yours finished, but I usually leave a little bit around the stitches to give it kind of a border. And I write that measurement down, and then I get my sticky board and I mark it off where I need to make the cuts. Once I have my sticky board cut, then I use my LED light box in order to make it easy to center my stitched piece onto the sticky board. I always use my utility knife to kind of stab it into the paper, and it helps me to peel that off easier. So having it backlit just helps me to center it, helps me to make sure that it's straight on the piece. I do have these LED light boxes on my Amazon shop, so I'll have that linked below if you're interested in getting one for yourself. They come in different sizes. My husband bought me a huge one for Christmas a couple years ago, and then he bought me another one because I have them underneath a huge piece of like plexiglass that I use to trace my hooked rugs. So it works really nice for that. But yeah, anyways, they come in different sizes, and the small one's perfect for doing the cross stitch. As you can see, it can be a little bit of fussy work just to get everything straight and centered in the way you like it. Once I have it in place, then I usually use the piece that I peeled off to press down the entire piece just to make sure that everything is adhered. It also, keeps your stitches in place. You don't have to worry about things pulling out. That's one of the nice things about sticky board. Then I just use my scissors and cut some of that excess fabric off, leaving about an inch, inch and a quarter. I never measure, I just eyeball it and cut that off. And then I will use my hot glue gun to fold the extra linen over to adhere it to the back of the piece. When I start gluing, I always start in the corners and then just put a bead along the side and fold the fabric over. It's so nice and easy and quick doing it this way. Next, I need to cut 2 pieces of sticky board the exact same size, but you want it to be larger than the sticky board that you cut for the actual stitched piece. So I have about a 3/4 inch border all the way around my stitched piece where the fabric will show. And the reason you cut 2 pieces is because you're going to cover 2 pieces with fabric so that the back of your ornament looks finished as well. Then, just like you did for the stitched piece, you use your hot glue gun, starting in the corners, glue those down, and then fold over all the sides and the edges. I decided to use Dames of the Needle Noir mini pom-pom for the finishing. I glued both of my pieces together, and then I just used my hot glue gun and ran a bead of glue in between both of those pieces of sticky board that are covered with fabric. Now, before you glue your pieces together, I should have put my hanger ribbon on so I could tuck it in between the two pieces of sticky board, and I totally forgot to do that. So, word of warning, make sure you do that first. What I ended up having to do is I put the ribbon, I had to glue it to the back, and it was not that big a deal because I just hot glued a large enough button to cover that so it looks finished. But save yourself some time and grief by making sure that your hanger ribbon is placed in between those two boards before you glue them together. As you can see here, I'm fussing with that ribbon to put it on for the hanger, and this is where I realize, oh no, and I'm trying to stick it in there, I'm trying to pull it apart so that I can glue that down in there, and it's just not working. Then I decide I don't really want that ribbon for the hanger because I think it's too small for the size of this ornament. So I went off to find some different ribbon that I think would be more appropriate. Nope, didn't like that cording either. I like you guys to be able to see my thought process as I'm trying to finish this ornament. I really liked that plaid that was the black and red, but I think the red was too bright. So I found this, I finally settled on this for my hanger ribbon, and I ended up gluing it to the back like I said, but in there you can see me still trying to get that apart to stick it down in there. It just was not going to happen. So then I just put a little bead of glue there so that it will hold together. Trim it so it's even, and then glue it to the back. But hopefully you glue yours on the inside of those two pieces. Now I'm going to glue the stitched piece on. It was bulky in the corners, so I was just cutting some of that fabric off so that it's not too bulky. Don't be stingy with the glue. Make sure you glue it on there really good. And then just press it using paper so that you don't get a lot of your oils on your piece. Then I just messed around a lot with this ribbon to make a bow. I'm not the best bow maker in the world, but I kept at it, got it done. So I just, a little bead of glue right there, a little dot of glue, and that's on. And then I just decided how long I wanted the pieces to be. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, and I hope that you have fun stitching your very own Home for Christmas ornament for your Christmas tree this year. Thanks for watching. Peace out.